Okay, I'm not going to wait for this thing. Welcome, everybody. This is Thorn with the Game Design Lexicon. I hope everybody's having a better Friday than I am having. Off to a great start today. Forgot to change the name of the stream. Auto announcement announced it. I corrected it. Misspelt it while I corrected it. And then it decided to re-announce the old information. So just fucking ignore that. Let's play some Phantasie. Let's play some Phantasie 3. How about that? Let's just ignore the shit that I'm fucking up already. And let's just play some Phantasie 3. How about that? Do I really need to wait for this thing to load? So I can get it over here. Dungeon disk. Done. I like at least getting this one to this point, because this one doesn't require me to sit and swap disks back and forth, which is really nice. And we will... Let's go ahead and just load our image here. And get our music started. How about that? Already got VLC up. Right behind me there. So... I do believe my smooth jazz stream is still in the thing. So if I remember last time, I was trying to kill these dark doors at the end of this hallway, and it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I could not get past them for some reason. They were just too much for me. Oh great, it's not letting me play my music. Great, how about a previous one? I don't really want to go searching for one. There we go. July Jazz. How about that? So, my guess is I'm going to double back around to the secret passageway that I found on the other side. Do a little bit more over there. Maybe advance my guys a little bit. And then come back. Get those guys later. Because they're, like I said, whooping my ass. So... As we've established with this game, the map is smaller. I had a conversation on YouTube the other day about the differences in the game. One of the things that we did touch on is the fact that the font in the game is the standard Commodore font rather than the custom font that the previous game had. Little disappointed about that because, of course, custom font was smaller, so you could fit more stuff on the screen at a time. Also, not only was the custom font smaller, but it was more aesthetically pleasing, honestly. But then I thought, you know, this game runs a lot faster than the previous one, like a lot faster, like almost like it's running on a different system. It's so much faster, right? So the optimization, if the optimization had anything to do with not using that custom font, I'm just gonna let that pass, you know, because not using that custom font is definitely not going to trump the fact that this game is working a lot better than the previous game. One of my biggest complaints so far, though, honestly, because, you know, I was just making a note on the size of the map and how the size of the map was quite a bit smaller than the dungeon map, that is. Let me specify that. The dungeon map was quite a bit smaller than the previous map. The character status screen over there on the right-hand side, so I can figure out my right from my left here. I think it's exceedingly big. It's like obnoxiously big. I mean, I'm gonna say it takes up half the screen, right? More than half the screen at least. Probably more than half the screen. I don't know. And it's unnecessary. It doesn't need to be that big. My guess is when they designed it, they wanted to put in the little full body thing for every character. And that just took up so much room that they're just like, fuck it, let's just put a bunch of text and make sure that it's like really detailed and, you know, whatever. You know, it'll take up half the screen. Who cares? So here we are, half the screen, character status that While I appreciate having more status on my characters, it's excessive. It is excessive. Not to mention, on top of that, what's really weird about it is when you compare it with a lot of like older style games, one of the weird things is the convention that it takes is the fact that it's actually taking up a large size of the right hand of the screen, which when you look back to games historically like this, usually character displays are put down on the bottom. They're horizontal instead of vertical like that, right? And they certainly don't take up most of the screen. Like games like Bard's Tale were able to give you a pretty good size graphic about the size of this dungeon map, at least. Put all your character information down below. Ooh, Filmon's room. This must be Filmon here. Oh, that's kind of neat. So they, rather than putting all the text on your play screen, they actually switch screens in it. That's new. Filmon the Wise, Old Sage speaks, "Greetings, ye intrepid adventurers. Prepare yourselves for the greatest challenge of all. To defeat Nikademus. Again. I choose you because Nikademus would never suspect you." Oh, gee, thanks. "You must begin by rescuing Kilmore, who is imprisoned in the Hall of Giants to the south. Then return to me." Okay. And that's it, I guess? Yeah, okay. So, what do we got here? Kobolds and Orcs. That sounds like it's in our Balwick. I wonder if position... ouch. Wonder if position 5 and 6 should probably be using their bows. Lefty and Marksy. 8. Nope. Wonder how long it takes before those things are effective. I mean, as it is, I might as well just have them attacking. Luckily, my fighters are monsters so far. Speaking of which, how are hit points and everything doing? Good? Looks like Marksy could probably use a heal, but... Okay. So, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like... Unless there's a secret passage that I missed, it doesn't look like it goes to the same place as the other corridor. Removing. Nice. Love those removing messages. Yeah, those bows are just so goddamn ineffective. I wonder why. I wonder why they're so ineffective. Yeah. Somebody on my YouTube video also commented that... where is that? Let me pull it up here real quick. No, I don't want your ropes. Or your small axe. No small axes. Let's see... The game was impossible. This is by 1UP Power Up. Over on my YouTube channel. Says that this game was impossible to play on the Commodore 64. I sat down and spent forever generating my party, and they all lost limbs in the first fight. I quit after that. Which, I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of the main reasons why I stopped playing it now. One of the big differences is my, you know, I was actually a little bit more single-minded to go back, generate new characters, concentrate on keeping my clerics alive so eventually they could get the ability to just heal back those limbs, right? But it's an extremely valid point. The very beginning of the game is brutal. It's just frustrating. And I think I kind of went over that the other day. So anyway, let's head on. Let's see. Also, again, Isaac Kyo commented that he was the one that brought up the issue with the font. Using the default Commodore 64 in-ROM font. Just like I said again, like I said, if and my response was is if it makes the game faster in any way whatsoever. The other one was so slow that I had to play it on 200% the whole time. This one is still on 100%. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm still playing this one on 100%, and I don't feel like it's too slow. So no big deal there. They comment that the quality of the pixel art's much nicer. Dual colored sprites. Oh my god, dual colored sprites. That's a first in this game. That hasn't happened in any of the games previously. So that's a leap and bound right there. Let's see. Says they're not sure how the dungeons are done because it's like a 3x3 pixel, right? Multiplex sprites. And they were talking about how they didn't enjoy the fact that the world map had doubled in size, instead of just being like a 1x1 square, just a regular character square, that it's now twice as large, which means you can't see as much in it as you could normally see, which I don't really have as much problem with. I'm thinking that there's probably not a huge reason why you need to see far away anyway. It's not like you can see anything on the map other than static features anyway, towns, dungeons, terrain. So it's not like you can see monsters coming at you or things happening in the distance. So I don't think that's as big of a problem. But it is, I mean, it is a loss. You are losing a little bit of it. You're gaining a little bit more fidelity in how nice the graphics look. So maybe, no more of that crappy repeating C pattern. Who knows? But yeah, as far as the rest of it, So far, I don't know how I feel. I think the optimization alone has me impressed, and the rest of the game is similar enough to the previous games to where I'm not too disappointed. Definitely not as bad as Phantasie 2 so far, if you ask me. Jeez. Having to go through everybody missing at the end is kind of annoying. Don't need your small axe. And I'm getting to the point to where my guys are... So this is another weird thing about this game that I've noticed is my characters are consistently doing anywhere between 5 and 15 points of damage, which is actually kind of remarkable. And in the previous game, I was doing, really crap damage most of the game. Up until my fighters got really nice weapons. I guess I should give Wizzy a heal, huh? Until I got really nice weapons and my fighters got decent enough in level to where they were doing above 10 points of damage regularly. And I'm not very far in the game, and that seems to be already a thing. Let's see, cast a spell. Let's do 3, heal 2 on Marksy, right? Done and done, 30 points. So this just brings us back to this room, which is kind of neat, I guess. So in here, special archives room. Here is a strange altar. Inspect it. It is strange. Not going to do either. Let's just leave. I'm sure that is something. We'll worry about that later. It's going to take me like 3 seconds to get that first row. That's another weird thing about this game. In the previous games, when you run into 2 ranks of monsters, the monsters that have the larger count is always shuffled to the front of the screen, and they're going to be the first row regardless of how powerful or weak they are. That seems to have changed this game. If you run into them, especially at first, it doesn't do that. So that's interesting. Let's see if there's a secret passage here. If there is not, then that means we're going to go out and go back to the inn and rest and level. I have a feeling that's not going to allow us to get past those dwarves. Those dwarves are just rough, dude. Hopefully my stream looks and sounds decent right now. As you probably saw, I had a little bit of problems starting up. Damn it, I got that little bar across the top of the screen again, and it's pissing me off. Give me a sec here. So that's sides. That's creating more of a side issue, which I don't want. I could have swore I didn't see that on my preview, and it's been on the playthrough the entire time, so let me correct that real quick. Let me go back to my stream manager, OBS. Let's see, that is on 4x3 audio video. I mean, that's really weird. It's not on. It doesn't look like it's appearing on the 4x3 audio video, which is really strange. Do I have that edited here? No, I do not. Oh, no, I do have the crop here, don't I? Huh. Give me a second. Sorry about this. Commodore 64. No, I don't have that there. Draw Vice. Let me check the Vice emulator screen real quick to make sure that I'm not cropping it there. Ugh. So let's pull off that. I don't need it anymore. Not sure why I kept that screen. And then, yeah, I do have this one cropped. So top is 24 pixels. Let's try 25. And for some reason, that gives us a really odd... Why is that such a weird size? Sorry, I'm just trying to correct that little line that was on the top. It looks like it's gone now. However, this screen looks like it's a really nutty ass size. Um, 1080. No, that's not right. That should be 480. Right. Such a weird size. 32. There we go. So that line at the top of the screen has been annoying the shit out of me watching it on playbacks this whole time. And that should completely correct it. Let's hope that that's true. Should have had that done to begin with. Not sure why that changed between this one and the previous game either, so I'm wondering if that's actually going to affect shit on next games. I guess we'll see. And now, how does that look? Okay? Not bad. Just me being a picky bastard. Sorry about that. That is just kind of the way I roll. happened to the music? Weird. Okay, so let's go. Let's go back to the place and see if our guys have leveled. Level our guys up. That's another weird thing about this is I'm on the first dungeon and my guys are already getting enough money to almost almost max out their bank accounts. Okay, let's get that to load a little quicker. No, we don't want to enter. Ooh, I'm surprised. So, according to Filmon, we need to go to the south to some sort of giants thing and rescue... what's his name? Let's see. Quest. I should have wrote it down when I read it. Go south to Giants Dungeon. Rescue old guy. I can't remember his name. So what? Okay. I'm not going to respond to greetings. Ooh, removing heads. Breaking and removing heads. That's so awesome. I'm guessing you can't fight with a broken head. Oh, also, thanks everybody for commenting on my games and stuff. I certainly appreciate it. I love the conversations that I have over on YouTube about my videos. They're probably some of the high points of my day. For some reason, though, YouTube has stopped emailing me on new messages on my videos. So sometimes I'll go like a day or so and realize that I'm not getting them, and it's like, oh shit, what the hell? And I'll have to go check. The fact that I can't use a quick loader on this is a little bit of a pain in the ass, too. Not gonna lie. Okay, heal potion, I don't know who to give that to, so let's just give it to one of these guys to start off. Staff is a 5-point weapon, which we have better than that already amongst all of us. So let's sell. Leather, that's better than Pinko's armor, right? So let's go ahead and give that to Pinko. Small shield +2 gives us 6. Our shields are already better than that, so let's sell. And we're probably going to end up redistributing before we leave, so. Okay, let's go to the bank, withdraw. See, look at this, man. My guys already have, like, if I were to withdraw all my money amongst all my guys, they'd have it sussed already. So let's go that, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, and we'll do a 3 distribution on those guys when we deposit. So exit, guild, train 1. Still 1,500. Wow. Looks like Lefty was able to train. So let's see. He has been trying to do a little bit of bow, which is why his bow skill's so high. Let's definitely do attack. Let's go ahead and train up bow. I really should be doing his pick lock, disarm trap. Let's do disarm trap's only 3 points. Let's do pick lock. That'll get that up there. And train 6, 33,000 for him. So only one person. Only one person. Wonder if he gets any spells. Nope. Nope, no spells. So we're done in the guild. Let's go back to the bank. Deposits 331111. And let's distribute. Yes. Let's see. 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. I should go from the back up with these, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dude, it is so much nicer distributing now. Now that I can use numbers instead of having to use the cursor selection. And it goes so quick. It goes so quick. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3. What? No gold. Oh, I guess I sold stuff, but shouldn't have there been gold in that? Oh well, whatever. Let's give ourselves a state save. That'll be number 60. Oops, shit. I accidentally just saved over 61. Oh well. Not a big deal. At least I'm at a safe place. So, since nobody advanced, let's go ahead and leave and head down to the town that Philmon wanted us to head to. Or dungeon that Philmon wanted us to head to rescue what's his name? You know, like that good old boy, that old friend of ours. No, I don't want to leave. Screw these guys. I want the friggin' XPs. Yeah, these guys definitely don't do well with their bows. I have no idea why. Oh shit, I forgot to sleep at the end, didn't I? Should probably go back and do that. Just to get everybody back up to spec. Yes. 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 Staff is sell, leather can go to 2. Getting better armor, that's kind of nice. Let's see, in, right? And let's do another save there. Yeah, it's remarkable at how much quicker it is. And the fact that I no longer have to switch discs, dude, that is so awesome. Every time I go into a dungeon, having to switch discs is such a pain in the ass. Now you only need to switch discs when you're loading up, so... They want us to head south, so let's head south. Am I? Oh, a lot of them, too. Oh, don't be slowing me, nah. Fight, fight. Do we have... No. 3, 9 other... Redo. 3, 3, 3, 3. 3, 2. 8, 2. Holy crap, dude. The amount of attacks that guy gets. 3. Oh, he only got 3. The other guy got like 5 attacks, dude. Or was it 4? Okay, this is Thorm with the Game Design Lexicon. We are currently playing Phantasie 3 for the Commodore 64, emulated, of course. If you do like our content, make sure you give us a follow down below here on Twitch, where we do stream... When you don't want to wake up, everybody sucks. Everything is... Oh, yeah, dude. I kind of had that today, X-Band. I did not want to wake up to my alarm. And my alarm went off at 10 o'clock, which is basically the latest I can wake up and still do everything I need to do to get to my stream. I guess I'm still kind of a little addle-headed because I forgot to change the text on the start of my stream and screwed that up apparently twice. Let's see if I can get through the rest of it without doing any worse. Also, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a better day anyway. Oh yeah, Friday Fantasies. There you go. I am going to take a short break. If you, where was I? If you like my content, Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, you've heard the spiel. Go over to YouTube, hit subscribe, alert, stuff in the abouts. Look through that. You know, my schedule's down there, all that kind of stuff. Music. I'll be back. Phantasie 3.